All right, we're going to stick with Elon for a second since he turned around the entire crypto world. Here's another thing, little update that we got. So we put out a clip, I don't know, I guess last week at some point, about how he had told somebody on social media that he was living in a house that cost $50,000 in Texas, and it was his primary residence, and it was the only house that he owned outside of an events-only residence, which he keeps in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. And people were skeptical. Myself, and you were the most skeptical. You scoffed. I was like, is Willie do scoffing over there? You scoffed. You said, nah, he can't be doing this. Because we went on the Realtor website, mm-hmm. and we were looking at what $50,000 houses in Starbase or Boca Chica in Texas, what $50,000 would get you. And so you were scoffing. And the thing is, sure. for the record, I saw a lot of comments as well saying, hey, man, a lot of people live like that down there in Texas. And it's a different climate over there as well. That's important to note. Mm. You got a cottage-looking house. Doesn't hold up so well as much in a type of climate that we live in the Great North over here. Mm-hmm. So that's another kind of, because maybe if I'm in Boca Chica, I don't even care. I'm like, you know what? Give me the siding, give me the mobile home. I don't, The only thing you got to contend with, though, however, with the elements over there is potentially tornadoes or like tropical storm type things. Mm-hmm. And those are not very friendly from what I've heard. Never been involved. But the winter is consistent, but it doesn't really beat you up too much. Uh-huh. But those ones, they come rarely, but they beat you up a little bit more.
Yeah, there's got to be some extra protection there.
So anyway, the reason we're bringing this up again is because Willie Doo catches an email, and you might as well give the guy a shout out because we're gonna talk about it on the show. So I don't know if you have it in front of you, but you can give the guy a shout out. Use his name.
Okay, I'll find it.
Okay, he's gonna find it. But anyway, it was a Lou Later fan who sent Willie Doo an email and said, "Hey man, I want to tell you what type of house Elon's actually moving into," and he claims to have information. He has no sources, but he says this is the type of house that he's actually living in.
Yeah. His name is Yoshimi Yamasaki.
Yoshimi Yamasaki. Now, he's got Yoshi as his actual image, his picture as well on the Gmail.
Yeah.
And so now I wonder if he's played with the name a little bit or if that's his on his birth certificate. But either way.
People probably call him Yoshi.
Either way, it sounds delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah. Yoshimi reminds me of sashimi.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I don't think you're supposed to eat.
That is delicious.
I don't think you're supposed to eat Yoshi.
No.
But actually,
don't have him as sashimi.
Actually, wait a sec. In the video game, Yoshi is eating, but he doesn't get eaten. What is he eating in the video game?
He eats apples.
Apples, that's what it was.
In
Yoshi's
Super Mario
eating
World.
the apples. Right. With the long tongue. I was just trying to remember, It's been a long time. Been a minute, as they say.
And he eats enemies. So there's that.
That's even better. Better than apples. Eat the enemies. All right. So whole crazy conversation here leads us to this type of home, a modular home called Boxable, a futuristic home. Somewhere between a mobile home that you know from the past, somewhere between a tiny home, and somewhere between like a condo almost. You have this little box that shows up. They're called Boxable.com. Boxable Casita. It's a relatively new company, starting at $49,500. It ships in a box and then expands on site. Again, this comes from Yoshimi, so like you gotta take it up with him. If you're like, Elon doesn't live in one of those. He claims Elon's actually living in one of these, which is the reason he said it's actually kind of cool. And it's funny, Will, because actually, when you think of a cool place to live, it's not necessarily size that's important. Mm-hmm. Sometimes if you can get all the things you want, but in a small space, it can actually be more impressive.
And this is futuristic.
Which
modular home.
So you're not scoffing. You stopped scoffing.
Not on this one, no.
Willie Doo stop scoffing. Thank you very much, Yoshimi. So anyway, we got this little video demo or how it works. Will has the graphic here. It's nice inside. It's fairly bare bones, but if you're working as much as Elon Musk is and you go here to sleep and you have everything you need, it's kind of like a luxury condo once you get it up and running. Uh-huh. And he's renting it from SpaceX. Oh, the other thing I should mention is the cost of living or the cost of real estate, I should say, has gone up in that region since SpaceX came and they kept promoting it and trying to get people to come there. And of course, the competition for housing changed. So other people were saying when you were bouncing around realtor, they're saying, man, 50 G's when SpaceX would have bought the land or the property previously ain't 50 G's today because of the increase in demand. So they were mad at you for a number of reasons. Well,
Yeah. I mean, what's new?
anyway, so that's a little update on that topic. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you can verify this or if you're going to dispute it. But I thought it was an interesting development. What a cool little project, startup, boxable. Look at that. The whole thing, it ships to you. You just need the land. I might have to buy some land, just throw one of those up, quick cottage or something like that.
You can put this in your backyard and have like a guest home.
Just plop it right in there.
It has like a huge refrigerator.
They just drop it in. It's all built. They expand it, and that's the end of it. TV, laundry. Will, you could easily live in something like that.
Yeah, and if it's stackable, that'll be cool.
You know, you want to double it up already.
Oh, yeah.